A very warm welcome to all of you. So this is the part 2 of our January current affairs MCQ. All right. So January 2022 के जो इम्पोर्टेंट करंट अफेयर्स बेस्ड MCQ हैं वो हम सॉल्व करेंगे. ये पार्ट 2 है. पार्ट 1 में हमने 10 MCQ सॉल्व किया और ये सारे MCQ जो भी मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट करंट अफेयर्स है उसी पे बेस्ड है. कोई भी अननेसेसरी स्टफ यहाँ पे कवर नहीं किया गया है. UPSC प्रीलिम्स 2023 के लिए जो हमने साल भर तैयारी करते हैं तो उसमें बहुत सारे हम अननेसेसरी स्टफ भी पढ़ते हैं, तो उसको फिल्टर आउट करके ये MCQs आपके लाए गए हैं. सो ट्राई टू सॉल्व दीज MCQs. ऑलराइट, so we'll be starting with question number 11. So with reference to the model code of conduct, consider the following statements. So model code of conduct, again a very important part of polity, especially the election process. So we all know that this year has been a very important year for different elections, be it the Legislative Assembly election of the Gujarat or the Union Territory MCC elections, right? Municipal Corporation election of Delhi. So model code of conduct becomes very important. So for that, first statement is, these are a set of statutory norms laid under the Representation of Peoples Act 1951. Second statement is, the MCC is operational from the date election schedule is announced until the last day of polling. And third statement is, certain provision of MCC can be enforced by invoking certain corresponding provision in other statutes. So आपको बताना है इनमें से कौन से करेक्ट ऑप्शंस हैं. ऑलराइट, सो अगर आपको बस ये पता है कि जो MCC होता है वो ऑपरेशनल कब से होता है, जब आपका इलेक्शन का शेड्यूल, whenever the election schedule is announced, it starts from that day and it is operational till the date the results are announced. All right, so last day of polling nahi, till the results are announced. So second statement is wrong. So if you eliminate second statement, B is the correct answer, that is 3 only. So first statement is also wrong because the MCC are basically norms which are laid down by Election Commission of India. It is not laid down as per the RPA Act 1951, right? So this is the most important crucial point you should remember, point number 2. So B here is the correct answer, B for Bombay. Moving on to question number 12. With reference to the World Trade Organization, consider the following statements. See, what we are teaching you here is not only the current affairs part, but also how you should approach a question when you will be facing the prelims exam. See, every question is related to your syllabus. Like previous question was from the polity part, we already learned the election processes. Okay, so one more thing about election is for this year is, we all know that the election has been held in Gujarat, right? Delhi. Okay, so Delhi election was municipal corporation. So what is important here now, that you should read the 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. What are the various provisions? What are the provisions for elections which are being mentioned in this particular amendment? All right. Then Gujarat election were legislative elections, legislative assembly elections. So you should read all about the state legislature, how the assembly is elected, who is the speaker, how he got elected, okay, and certain provisions related to election part, right? And again, we all know that Aam Aadmi Party has recently become a national party. So what are the exact criteria for any party to become a national party? You should read it. So you can refer to Lakshmikant, okay, the election unit. There has been clear mention of the how to become a state party, how to become a regional party, how to become a national party. Clear? So here what we are doing, we are relating the current part with our static portion. This is the actual thing you should learn from these sessions. Okay. So moving on to question number 12, with reference to World Trade Organization, consider the following statement. So again, World Trade Organization, an important aspect of your economy part. Clear? So it recognizes developing nations relying on a classification by the UN based criteria that is reviewed every 3 years. Bangladesh, currently classified as an LDC, which means least developed country, has a per capita GDP that has surpassed India. So these are all current affair based. So first statement is absolutely wrong. WTO has not defined, okay, WTO has not defined developed and developing countries. Therefore, member countries are free to announce whether they are developed or developing. WTO does not do that. It depends on the country who are free to announce. Like if I'm a country, I'm free to announce that I am a developed nation or a developing nation, because the tariffs will be then applied on that classification. So first statement is wrong. Second statement, this was the news that Bangladesh, which is a LDC, all right, has its GDP per capita has sharply risen, and it has surpassed India for the financial year 21. Okay, so this was the news. Second statement is absolutely correct. So B2 only is the correct statement. All right, so this you should remember. So we are not talking about the entire GDP. We are talking here about the per capita GDP. Remember this thing. Okay. Now moving on to question number 13. With reference to Red Saunders, consider the following statements. So how you will relate this news with your current with your news with your static portion. So we all have learned in geography the natural vegetation chapter, natural vegetation of India. Okay, so in that unit we have read about red sounder, which is a type of vegetation which are found in the southern states of India. So first statement is they are high in demand across Asia, particularly China, Japan, for use in cosmetics and medicinal products. So this is absolutely true. Red Saunders has been in demand for their therapeutic properties, right? And they are used in cosmetics, right? For making furnitures, for making woodcraft, for making musical instruments. So the illegal smuggling of this red Saunders is also very, very prevalent. The second statement is absolutely true. Andhra Pradesh, this species is basically endemic to Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So if you talk about the natural vegetation, what type of climate is required? They are usually grown in rocky, degraded and fallow lands and require red soils. That's why the name red Saunders. Okay, so the red soil region, we all know that it should be rocky. Clear? So remember this thing. So statement 3 is incorrect. It is not critically endangered. It is endangered category. Not critically endangered. Endangered category of the IUCN red list. Right? So third statement is wrong. By that you can easily eliminate this thing. Correct answer is A. 1 and 2 only are correct. Clear? And this is our WhatsApp number and this is our website. This is our YouTube channel. You can directly click on this link and you can go to our websites and our YouTube channel and you can check out all the other UPSC related things which we are posting on a regular basis. This is our Telegram group. You should definitely join this Telegram group because we have just started posting this daily MCQ things so that you get into the touch of solving MCQ on a daily basis. Moving on to question number 14. Shankar Smriti, which seeks to establish the social supremacy of Nambuthiri Brahmins, was composed by. So these kind of questions generally UPSC asks in the prelims paper. So Shankar Smriti, by the name it is clear, it has been composed by Adi Shankaracharya. Alright. So he has composed Shankar Smriti, which seeks to establish the social supremacy of Nambuthiri Brahmins. So your homework would be read about Nambuthiri Brahmins, and you have to read about these three options. This is how you prepare for exam. Don't leave the other options. So this question is dealing with this particular text. Now your work is to read about Madhavacharya. Who was Madhavacharya? What are his compositions? Who was Ramanujam? What was his work? Why he is famous for? Who was Kalidas? His work. You should remember their works. And these things are basically the works done by these famous personalities. Second thing you have to remember, the time period in which rulers or in which kingdom these personalities were present. Because UPSC has the tendency to ask that, let's say Madhvacharya was contemporary to Akbar, or let's say Tulsidas was contemporary to Akbar. These kind of statement UPSC generally asks in the prelims paper. Alright, so the correct answer is A, Adi Shankaracharya. Moving on to next question. With reference to Henley Passport Index 2022, consider the following statement. First statement is, it is based on exclusive data from the International Air Transport Association. India's passport rank improved from 83 to from 110 in the index. Previously it was 110, then it has improved to 83, the statement says. So only first statement is correct. Second statement is absolutely wrong. We all know that India's passport rank has improved from 83, improved to 83 from 90. Previously it was 90. So this shows that we have a very strong. All right. So these kind of questions, you should remember this thing. See, UPSC may ask about Henley Passport Index, but you will use these kind of things in your mains answer also. Whenever there is a question based on how India's role or India's stature has become so high as compared to the previous year, so you can mention about the Henley Passport Index, right? So statement 2 is not correct. Statement 1A only is correct. Moving on to question number 16th. You have to identify this personality based on this given statement. He played an important role in introducing the philosophies of yoga and Vedanta to the West. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose called him the maker of modern India. In his honor, the government of India in 1984 declared his birthday as the National Youth Day. We all know that the personality is Swami Vivekananda. So we have framed this question in such a way that you should remember who was known as the maker of modern India. What does Swami Vivekananda basically was into? Yoga and Vedanta philosophy to the West, right? So he was also known as the messenger of Indian wisdom to the Western world. He was the actual diplomat or the actual ambassador of the modern India. All right. Moving on to question number 17th. With reference to Swachh Vidyalaya Puraskar 2021-22, consider the following statements. It has been instituted by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. SVP 21-22 is open to government school of only rural areas. You have to find which of the following statements are correct. So, see, now you can apply this elimination approach. That second statement says that it is open to government school of only rural areas. So, this is a incorrect statement. All right. It is clear. So, it is open to all categories of school, government, private, both in urban and rural areas. So, urban areas also are there. And it is instituted by Ministry of Education, not by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Clear? So, first statement is wrong, second statement is wrong. Which of the following is are correct? D. Neither one nor two. All right. So you have to focus on these kind of statements also. Which of the following are none are correct. So remember, it is neither one nor two. Don't take both 1 and 2. UPSC also check your presence of mind, how cool and composed you are while writing the prelims paper in those 2 hours, those highly stressful situation, how you're managing those 2 hours. UPS that exam also checks your personality, how calmly you're able to experience or work under these kind of stressful situations. Okay, so we'll also teach you how to handle those pressure to 2 hours which are very precious for you, which actually makes you feel that I've read the entire year, and these 2 hours will be the most crucial hour which will decide my future. 99% of students go through this mindset while writing the paper, and 99%, most of them, I would say that not 99%, 98% will fail if they come under pressure. Those 1% who are like, yes, it is a stressful situation, everyone are in the same condition, I am also in that, so I have to attempt things. You should be very clear. All right, and definitely you will pass this exam. Moving on to question number 18. Which of the following reports were published by World Economic Forum? So, a very good question to remember all the reports which are released by Economic Forum. So, Global Gender Gap Report. Yes. Global Risk Report. Yes. All right. Global Financial Stability Report. It is not released by World Economic Forum. Global Competitiveness Report. Yes. So, Global Financial Stability Report is released by IMF. So the correct answer is C, 1, 2, and 4. Your work would be that note down what all the important reports are released by World Bank first, then World Economic Forum, then International Monetary Fund. At least you should remember these three, if not more. Clear? Moving on to question number 19th. With reference to design linked incentive scheme, consider the following statements. First statement is, it was launched by Ministry of Heavy Industries. So this is the absolutely wrong statement. It is launched by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Clear? Under this, financial incentives and design infrastructure support will be extended to domestic companies, startups, and MSMEs across various stages of development of semiconductor design. Absolutely correct. So 19th B is the correct answer. We all know that semiconductor shortage was there in India during the COVID time, and our government has pushed the manufacturers to come invest and manufacture the semiconductors so that there should be no shortage, because due to shortage of semiconductors many vehicles were giving only one keys to customer. Usually they give two keys to customer whenever someone purchases a car or anything else. All right, last question. Recently Kala Pani, Lipu Lake and Limpiadura were in the news in the context of border dispute between India and which country? So we all know that the correct answer is D, Nepal. Okay, so Kala Pani territory, it is a disputed territory between India and Nepal. These kind of places in news will come in your exam. Lipu Lake Pass. Okay, Lipu Lake Pass, again an important pass between in the India Nepal region. All right. So you should remember that whenever Kala Pani, Lipu Lake, and Limpiadura comes in the question, it is related to India and Nepal dispute. All right, and your work would be identify the places which are disputed between India and Pakistan. All right, India and Bhutan, if any, India and Myanmar. Right, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a great day. Bye.